A lot of people have been asking me about my stretching. And yes, there's a stretching that I do that helps me kick on a regular basis. And you don't have to be in the gym. You put your feet up. If you have a pole, if you don't, you can just put your feet on top of the pole or side of the ankle. And you want to keep your legs back. Bring your chest down to stretch the hamstring. You're going to put it down. See, this leg is just bending. So hold my stretches towards my hamstring right now. Keep it deeper as you bring your chest close to the leg. Remember, the stretch is with your ball of your feet because the ball of your feet is up and the heel is pushing to the ground. So I'm stretching my hamstring. And relax, my arm is letting my body keep forward. So if I let my arm go, I'll fall back. So I want the stretch to come here. Great. Now, you can hold the pole like this and you can stretch. Now, as I go back, my heels come up and down, and see the stretch, the leg straight. Heels come up and down. You feel the stretch on your shins, on your front part of your shins. And when you pick up your heels, go towards your calves and your hamstring. And down. Yes. One more time. You sit down, push your legs away, and you could be up or low, but the lower you are to the ground, as the same shoulder level, would be perfect. Now I put my left leg forward. I'm holding a pole so my knee does not pass my toe. It's in the same line. I'm not pushing as my back leg is straight. It's putting blood into my quad and my glutes. As I do this, watch this. I'm going to straighten my leg up and slightly scoot back and bring my chest down. 2 and 1. Watch me again. I go up to the shoulder level. Don't pass the knee over your toes. Make sure you're sitting there. And now as I stretch it, straighten back, bring my body down. Let's switch the other side. Keep the knee straight, pushing with your hips. Keep the body straight. You want to open up your groin as you go straight down. And now you're going to straighten up your knee as you slightly slide back and bring your chest down to the knee. And remember, both knees are straight. You breathe and don't hold your breath. Excellent. Back to your simple stretch again. While I'm doing, my pelvic is sitting below my hips and I'm opening up my spine by pulling the paw. If you come from the back side of my back, I'm sitting backwards as my back stretched out. It helps me to open my lower spine. We're going to do a stretch kick. So when I start with the stretch kick, I want to hold my hand to support myself. The base leg will not be up. Make sure my foot is planted down. I'm going to hold my shoulder. I'm going to swing my leg where it touches the ground. And I'm going to go straight up. It's a warm up. So when you start with the warm up, go slow and you pick up your legs up. Yeah, it's just like that. You're holding the pole, just relaxing it, picking up. As you go up, keep your body straight. With the other leg, same thing. You start with the right, you're going to start with the left. You pick up your legs up and keep your body straight. Just the beginning. Take your time. You're warming up. See, I don't have to hold up. I can hold it relaxing from the bottom. It's just a support. All right, now we're going to start with the side kick stretch, the groin stretch. So I'm facing you. I'm holding the pole. If I'm kicking with my right, I will hold likely with my right hand. You can hold with your left. It'll be hard for you to balance. I'll hold my same hand, this leg I'm stretching, holding it. Now watch me. I'm going to face my toes facing that way because I'm straight here. Pole's next to me. If my pole is next to me, it's my right shoulder. So I'm going to go straight up. As I go backwards, it's a side kick. So if you see it's going straight up, as I passes my leg, make sure you don't hook your foot to the pad. You pass it with the heel. As you come up, it goes into a side kick. So looks like this. 1. And the pole is giving you a measure to keep your body up. Side, yes. Side. Side. Once you do it about 10, 20 times, make sure you take a break in between that and then start the other side. Again, the pole is next to me. Pick up the leg straight up. As it passes flat, I come up into a side kick. So I can hold my pole up. Up. Yes. It's a good stretch to start off with your warm up. Start low. I'm just going up right now. Keep a load that's comfortable for you. Guys, okay, we talked about the stretch. We did the groin stretch. We did the side stretch. I want to show you how to do the inside groin stretch, which is the hardest thing to do when you're kicking and punching. In the stairs, you have much more control. So I'm going to put my facing this way. Stairs are going to be my side. Just going to start with the basic one, whatever is comfortable for you. See, it helps you to lock your leg, so you can't go forward or back, so you're not stuck. And the foot gives you grip to properly grip down. I'm going to start with my stretch by going straight down. That's my groin. Now, if you've done that properly, you can relax here. And as from here, I'm on my bend position. I'm going to grab my left leg, which is the side kick. I'm going to come towards my knee. Remember, I'm not coming this way. I'm coming from the side. I'm coming up and touching my forehead to the knee from side kick position. Excellent. Now, I can do the same thing with the bottom leg, stretch kick here. Yes, it's a basic stretch, but what I'm going to show you next will change a big difference. Now you bend your leg, and this opens up your hip flex muscles by opening it up. As you bend your hip flex muscles, you're controlling, developing power in your leg and inner groin stretch muscles. You're sitting down to it properly, proper chaining up, the heels up, your quads and your groin stretch. Now, if you think that's comfortable, go up to the next stage and open up your stretch to the next level. Same thing, go straight down to your side. As you go down, go straight to your knee. Breathe, don't hold your breath. And now you go the same thing to the other side, stretching your hips. And if only you come up, you can hold the stairs up and slightly come up so you don't pull yourself. Now, before or after, whenever you do the groin stretch, remember this, before you do the stretch, we did the pole stretch, you use this. Another way to pull up your groin stretch is put your foot down, and now you have room where you can put your knee down. I see, as I push myself down, the hip opens, there's an opening for my groin to open up, while my back leg is trying to go straight to the ground. I'm stretching and opening up. Hamstring stretch on the both sides. You can pull it down. Now, where groin feels like this is good, but how can I open my leg without restriction? So the next move that I want to show you, pull up here, and I'm putting my groin up here, pulling my leg up, and opening my stretch. If you see, my foot is flat on the ground, and this opens up my groin. So holding my posture, see, I'm not leaning down. My rail, keeps my body posture up. When I have my rail up, that means my body is straight. I'm not tilting down. Pushing up my knee, I bring my chin to the bar, and opening up my groin at the same time. It's flat foot on the ground, and stay on the foot straight, facing me at the same time. You go down, warm it up, stretch it again. Pulling back, you pull as hard as you can, you pull. My flat is on the ground, pulling up the foot and back again. My favorite stretching when I'm always standing to the street, because where I am is not that crowded. I got a speedometer, and this is a good space to gauge your stretching. Have a meter here, it's up to my chest a little bit, not that tall. So loosening up the legs, holding the bar with one side, turning it. If you just go around it and the other hand bounce around the leg, you have to do at least, it teaches you, put the hand there, it helps you how much to guide up your leg, going up, inside, yes. And now the same thing from the other side. So you can switch, right, switch, stretching your legs up. Helps you to gauge, holds you the core strength up, picks up your legs up in the air. And a little switch, a little cha-cha-cha, picking up your legs up, pick up your legs, helps you out. You can do one leg a couple times, or you can alternate your legs. And same thing with the inside. Both legs are good to stretch on a regular basis. You don't have to make any kind of rules when you're stretching. You don't have to have a gym. You don't have to have regulations. Just as long as there's no electric poles out there, you don't get electrocuted, and you're not breaking somebody's fence, you're fine with that. Stretching is done anywhere. You can use the atmosphere, the environment around you to stretch anywhere you want to stretch. So, no excuses that you can't stretch. Anywhere is a stretch. You're walking down the street, you can pick up your leg, pick up your legs up. If you think you're walking, you can just stretch. If it's too hard, knees up, knees up. Just picking up your knees up to the chest is a stretch. Just simple as possible. And so open up your hips and stretch. Hip flex muscles, these are your knees and your hips. Same thing with the stretch. Knees up, knees up, knees up, knees up. knees up, knees up. You're crunching the side of it. Knees up, knees up, knees up. You're bringing knee up to the shoulder, stretching your groin, stretching your hip flex muscles. Bring your knees to the shoulder. Look at my knee. Look how it touches the shoulder. It's coming up, coming up. Yes, picking up. Same thing on the other side. Yes, up to the shoulder, up to the shoulder, and back to straight stretch. Whatever you feel like, you don't have to keep it straight. You can bend it and bring your knees to the chest. Look, you can bend your knee and bring it to the chest. Here we go. So I hope I could show you a lot of things. So there is no wrong or right, as long as you don't pull yourself, you don't hurt yourself, you don't injure yourself. Start slow. Anything you do with a slow motion, small steps, small stretching, and eventually you're gonna pick up more. Same thing with shadow boxing. You're stretching your arms. You can stretch and kick. There's no regulation. There's no restriction. So as long as you don't get hurt. I'll see you soon.